What is happening, people? It's Wackers Hussein, and today, guys, well, after just going back on Mortal Kombat X, I've been away for it for like only 2 weeks, but I've just literally played as all the DLC characters once again, and I've decided who is actually the best. I was pondering that because obviously it's paid content. There might be some people I thought out there that's probably not bought any of them and just decides, hey, I'm just gonna buy the one character, but wants to actually know who is the best character. Well, in general, I'm gonna break it down for you folks out there, so you know what you're getting. If you are still debating on purchasing it, or if this is gonna turn into some Mortal Kombat flame war, there's a community out there going, Trevor's the best, no, Jason's the best, no, Tanya's the best, and no, it's each to their own. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but this is what I have to say, and hopefully some of you guys out there would agree with me, because to be fair, I'm kind of gonna go a bit in depth with it. So anyway, let's just get it started. Obviously, in this DLC, you got two very iconic film characters: Jason from obviously Friday the 13th and Predator from Predator. But anyway, obviously, we all know out there that these two were just created and put into the game, maybe for a bit of showcase, maybe there's an additional, like, I don't know, like a bonus, a little boost for them, which I don't think Mortal Kombat really needs. However, they were brilliant characters, and the way they were implemented and put into the game was fantastic. I mean, Jason, he has this terror. He honestly has this terror to him. He's just as he did in the 80s movies. The fact that he comes in speechless, even when you hit him or anything like that, doesn't say or do anything. And I love the relentless one because he just gets up like, and he's up straight away, ready to go. But however, so I'm gonna start off with Jason first because he was the first DLC character to come out. So what do I have to say about him? Well, his variations obviously go with his whole theme. Relentless is the fact that he's not stopping. Unstoppable, obviously, Unstoppable was, in fact, Unstoppable was the one that he gets revived and just keeps going on. And then there's one out there called Slasher. Now, if you are gonna be Jason, and if you are gonna want to utilize the best version of him, it is Slasher undoubtedly, because the reason why is the fact that he's got this reach to him. He can hit characters from a distance, his height advantage, and the fact that the machete can hit from a further distance, and the combo it leads up to, it just utilizes him at the best. And that's the thing about that I have to say, because the other two versions compared to the version of Jason that I am talking about right now, they're like useless against him. If you actually try to play Jason as a slasher, then try to go up against a friend that's Jason as relentless, I think the slasher would win, especially if both players were pros. Then the slasher would win because the slasher just has so much advantages over the other two variations, and that in my eyes causes a big restriction. However, the concept of Jason is brilliant, and especially the ending to Jason, it is something that he would so do. And Liu Kang makes him a deal, and he's like, probably was just there silent and goes, "Ah!" And that's exactly what I would think Jason would do. That is just, they've gone so well with the movie theme, and I like that implement to it. So, what do I give Jason? Oh, I'm gonna have to give him a rating. I think this is how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna give Jason, as a, from all his character development to everything, I'm gonna give him a good old 8 out of 10. Like 8 out of 10, just because it's just a great concept to have over there. It's brilliant, and they implemented it well. So let's go with Tanya now. So Tanya, obviously making a return, one of the most famous female characters on the game. A lot of fans wanted her back, and guess what? She's actually came back, and she plays absolutely perfectly. I mean, Tanya is absolutely a speedy, kick-ass character, and it definitely comes across that. To be fair, she can rival easily Melina and Kitana and everything else. She's definitely one of the characters out there that if you do get in grips with, if you do practice over time, you could actually use all her variations to the full-on advantage. And she's got a unique style of gameplay as well. One thing I do like about Tanya is one of her fatalities, which I think is great. She literally chops right into the belly, comes out, like, just what a cool style to come out. That just shows how badass of a woman she is, and honestly, she looks fantastic. Definitely has an old school look with a bit of new school added to it. Perfect character. Tanya, I rate as well, but however, she's what pretty much a lot of fans expected her to be, and I don't think there was nothing majorly new to her. Obviously, she's got some new stuff, new combos, etc. But that's a natural given in any game. So Tanya, 7 out of 10, definitely a 7 out of 10. But has one of the best fatalities out of the DLC characters, hands down. In my eyes, hands down, she's definitely got one of the best one of the best fatalities. So let's move on to the very famous Predator. Now, Predator was defeated by Arnold Schwarzenegger because nothing gets past Arnie, as we all know. So Predator out there, honestly, great. Again, perfect. The way that they adapted the movie onto the game is just brilliant. I like the way that they've kept all the variations like similar and different as well at the same time. One with the mask off, one with the mask on, the warrior version, the hunter, etc. Wow, it's just, they did it perfectly. Honestly, the makers of Mortal Kombat should give themselves some real good credit, because they've put some real hard effort onto Predator, and I could tell Predator was one of the characters that's been rumored before Mortal Kombat X was even in production. Like, a lot of people say Predator should have been in Mortal Kombat 9. Obviously, when Freddy came out, a lot of people were suggesting Jason, but not too long after that, Predator was set to be rumored as well. And Predator actually appeared as a teaser poster, you can say, with him and next to Scorpion, and that made everyone just tingle. Everyone's going, ah, Predator's gonna be in, Predator's gonna be in. And from that point out, I don't even know if they wanted Predator in, but the fact that he was so, you know, he was just demanded to be in, and he actually came. Wow, it's fantastic. And Predator does not disappoint. Predator is absolutely fantastic. The way he utilizes all his weapons in every single variation. His brutalities are some of the best, I would say. His brutalities are flipping awesome, because one of them ones are when obviously self-destructs. Incredible, like, just to implement that into it, just to put that down into the game. What else has he got? That one that way they skin alive, that was whoa. When the first time I saw that, I was like, whoa, because I think that brutalities of his are more like eviler and deadlier than his actual fatalities. I don't really like Predator's fatalities. I mean, obviously it's just a standard gun, pow pow pow, that's what it does, but I feel like, I don't know, they could have used Predator a lot more with his fatalities. They could have done definitely a lot more with it. However, his creativity is definitely there. The fact that he even copies all characters' laughs, so he can, whenever he actually gets defeated, he just laughs and mimics their voice. It's just an incredible way to put him onto the game. They've actually thought it out. I bet they've probably watched the movie a couple of times over and over again, because Predator has just been hit bang on the nail. Even the way his ending is after, if he doesn't do any fatalities, that's just brilliant. Just to add in the skull at the into his ship, into the Predator ship, it's fantastic. Honestly, Predator, I will have to give it a 10 out of 10. And I'm not going to say he's the best DLC character yet, because there's one more people, and the one that I've been waiting for a long time, but I'm not going to be biased about it, Tremor. Tremor has made a massive return. The way his new look is, the way that his combos are, the variation, everything about him, although it's only been out for a day, in 24 hours, Tremor has hit all the nails in the coffin, that's what I got to say. He has just completed the DLC altogether. He has brought on the pain, you can say, to the game. He's definitely powerful. He's a brute force, and all his variation looks and plays fantastic as well. The ideas they incorporated onto him, wow. And especially the fact that all his intro dialogues are really connected with all the characters alongside it. I like the fact if you go against Kano as Tremor, there's definitely a history there. There's definitely a big, dispute going on, and I think that's great. They've incorporated him into the game really well. I would love to see Tremor as a standard character in Mortal Kombat 11. I would love to see him in the storyline. That's what I'm looking forward to, and I definitely want him there. And I think a lot of people are now going to be shaking their heads and suggesting the same thing. Predator, badass, 10 out of 10, but Tremor also too a 10 out of 10. That's what I will give it down to. However, what is the best DLC character? Well, I'm gonna say this: all DLC characters are brilliant. They're all fantastic. I'm gonna be a big I'm just gonna basically big up the community over here because people are gonna go into some sort of flame wars and then blame me for starting this. Nope, I'm just gonna say this is my individual rating for the characters, and I'm taking everything on board. However, Tanya has the best fatality, but then Tremor's fatality as well is badass because the fact that their foot is on lock onto the ground and then they get squashed in, it's just a vicious death as well. Predator, the way everything about him, the mimicking, the concept, the fact that he skins them alive, the thermal vision, all that, everything, wow, it's bang on. It's 100% what we wanted Predator to be, and Predator did not disappoint, so we have to give that. Predator is a character that we are all not disappointed by. I don't think anyone could be disappointed by him. Jason, again, vicious. His scariness has been brought back into the 21st century, into a newer generation. Let's admit it, although it is an 18 plus game, there are kids out there playing Mortal Kombat X, and to be fair, Jason is just as terrifying as he was back then, and you know what? That is perfect. Jason, welcome back onto our screens. He's going to be coming out with another movie soon as well, so Jason is back, he's relentless, he's unstoppable, and he's definitely slashing his way down. And finally, Tanya. Yep, Tanya, old school character. A lot of people loved her, and I don't think their fans are disappointed. So all four characters, brilliant. My personal favourite, I would say it's Tremor because I've been waiting for him the most, as I said on my previous vid. And to be fair, you might as well check out one of my other vids. Is buying the content worth it? Is that buying the actual DLC worth it? I've done a breakdown vid before in the past, a couple of months ago. Do check that out. Anyway, people, thanks for watching. As always, it is appreciated. I'm going to continue on YouTube, but just to support me out there, I want you to hit that like button because that boosts me up. That makes me happy, and you know what? I'm happy already. Anyway, people, yo, peace up. Much love. Whoa, that face. He looks like Thanos, you know.